And we laugh. Happy Thursday and welcome to another Everybody Can't Go Convo. I'm your host, Jessi Holley, and we are here live at the Leadership Experience Tour 2026. And I have with me Mosongo Moukwa, a best-selling author of the book Be a Leader of Significance. So we're going to get into a conversation today talking about that best-selling book, his upcoming workshop, and there's also a new book in the pipeline. Thank you for coming on with us this
No,
afternoon.
thank you, Jessica, for having me on your show.
Of course, of course. So let's go ahead and rewind it back a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about your best-selling book, Be a Leader of Significance.
Yes.
What was the concept behind the book, and what caused you to write it?
Yes, the full title is Be a Leader of Significance, Leave an Impact, Making an Impact and Leaving a Legacy. That book really is, the central theme is really around that in organization, everything comes down to human connection because humans, we're actually social animals. We live for that connection. So I am drawing from my own experience from corporate, and then sharing those experiences of good leadership. And then at the end of each chapter, I'm suggesting some practices for those who would like to improve their own leadership, or for those who have reached the apex of their career that they would like to perhaps review their own leadership style.
Okay,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. And it actually sounds very helpful. I mean, as soon as you get straight down to the point, everything is all about human
Yeah.
connection. And that's why I tell you guys about that healthy communication because it's connected to everything that you do, all the relationships that you make, whether you're talking about in your personal life, in the professional space, and interacting with anyone else and others. So the workshop that you have coming up,
Yes.
it sounds like in the next few weeks here. Tell us about the workshop. What's the title of it, and what's the workshop about?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to answer your question. Before, just to set the context, what I'm currently doing is that I work with small business owners and I help them find gold that is already in their business.
Mhm.
So what I found is that small business owners, they work very hard. Sometimes revenue is solid, they're competent, but they have this persistent feeling of stagnation. So working harder doesn't fix it. So this particular workshop is called Strategic Profit Blueprint Session. And what they're going to come away there is imagine that you are living a 4-hour workshop knowing exactly where your next profit breakthrough is going to come, or imagine that you know exactly what strategic decisions you need to be focusing on and also those that you should not be focusing on. And then imagine that the Monday morning you come and you know exactly what you should do next. So that particular workshop is not a regular workshop where people just come with lectures and so on, but it's really an implementation workshop where we're going to be having the people work on their business and then create this individualized opportunity plan, a report. So that's really what we're going to do. The idea is that after that, you're going to uncover where the opportunities are in your own business. We're going to run some simulations and you're going to have a report and you'll design a 90-day plan where you can take Monday morning and implement.
Wow.
That's on August 21st. And those who are interested, if they go onto my website, they can find the link there and they can register.
Okay, okay, awesome. So this sounds like, and you said that all of this will be done in a 4-hour workshop.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that is some intense work
It
with
is going.
some transformational results and highly impactful
Yes,
results.
yes.
So what caused you to decide to like put this into a workshop and make it something that's so powerful in such a short amount of time so that business owners are able to walk away with their next steps?
Yes, actually, it comes down to my own struggle as an entrepreneur. Huh? So and I had my share of mistakes, but from those struggles, I had some lessons. What I realized, for example, is that the business that have been successful, they did not get there by chance, but really it's because the owner has focused on specific strategic decisions and they had the discipline of implementing it. What I've also learned is that opportunity for profit is already in your business. So by uncovering the drivers of profitability, you're able now to design something that is sustainable. So from my own experience, what I'm doing currently is not just really a career. It's really more that I've decided that to share what I've learned with others so that they don't go through the same mistakes that I've done. So that's really what my motivation is.
Okay. So potentially with your workshop and the work that you're doing now with helping business owners to navigate through, you could potentially be saving business owners thousands, if
Right.
not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you're also saving them time, a lot of time, especially if you're talking about some newer business owners, newer entrepreneurs who are in their, first 5 to 10 years of business. You've already gone through the fire, gone through all of the mistakes. So you're able to save not only money, but you're also able to save business owners a lot of time in circumventing picking, well, which route do I need to go? Should I take this route over here? Should I go straight? Should I make this right? And that's really impactful work. So
Yes.
with the workshop, do you is this something that you do on a regular basis or is this a one-time thing?
No, the workshop, we will be running that on a monthly basis.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a webinar, then workshop.
Mhm.
So I have a workshop 4 hour, and I'm offering it. It's valued at 497,
Mhm.
but I'm offering it at 97 because I really want to help people. So only 97. So that's going to be something. But now to go back to what you said earlier, Jessica, that is that we have been able to help small business owner to uncover multiple of six figures in their business. And we work with a wide variety of small business owner, psychiatrists, cosmetic surgeon, chemical manufacturer. I have worked with a young lady. She was in the cleaning business for both commercial and residential. I just finished coaching one young man. They had a business in the chemical industry, small chemical manufacturer. So that's what we have been able to do. But you are right. Not only they're making money, but also they reclaim their time. The idea is that actually, if you look at it, 80% of your revenue comes from 20%. That's the 80-20 rule. And it applies in the business as well. 80% of your revenue is coming from 20% of you put in your business every day. So, which means that you have not to look at the remaining 80% and to see what do you need to let go as part of the 80%. So you reclaim your time. You can put some processes, increase your own productivity. You don't need to do everything, hire people and so on. So these are some of the things that those who have been able to work with, they have been able to achieve.
Okay, I like that concept. And you guys, you hear that? Releasing things, releasing tasks, possibly releasing some people is where some of that additional productivity in the business comes from. So what you're talking about is not only applicable to the business sector, but it's also applicable to life when we're looking at what do we need to release, what things do we need to take off of our plate or let go
Yes.
so that we can get greater outcomes,
Yes.
so that we're able to get to the profit faster, so that we're able to create that net profit,
Yes,
not
yes,
just revenue
yes,
within our
yes,
businesses. So
yes, absolutely.
I really love that. Gonna make sure that I go and have a couple of my
Yes,
friends join
yes.
me as
No,
well.
no, by all means. And it's open to everybody. It's going to be really a working session. From the first hour, people are going to start working, and also enjoying the interaction with peers.
Mhm.
So I've structured the breakout group so that they could learn from peers. So people should be free to speak. There'll be my rule is no judgment on other people's business.
Mhm.
We're here to learn, pick up ideas from others as well,
Mhm.
apart from what I'm teaching.
Yeah, that's really good. That community element is important as
Yes.
well. Now you do have a new book coming out as
Yes.
well, following up behind your first bestseller. Your next book, Beyond Survival. Talk to us about that book.
Yeah, Beyond Survival, that's the title. And the subtitle is Creating a Business That Loves You Back. So this book really is for a small business owner because they're burnout and so on. But there are a number of ideas there. Number one is that I'm talking about purpose, reconnected with your purpose. Because by reconnecting with your purpose, it gives you some clarity. And what I found for those who are already in business, when they reconnect to their purpose, it reignite them. They get energy back. So we are also addressing limiting beliefs
Mhm.
that small business owners they have. Man, I cannot have that contract. I'm too small. Or there is no way if I increase the price that those customers are going to get. All of that are limiting beliefs.
Mhm.
So we are addressing that. And then we're also looking at now the drivers of profitability. So there is a couple of chapters in there. And then finally, we are looking at are you living a life that is worth living? So that is some of the final chapter. I want people really to realize. So it's not just the business. What are the other things? Your health, your relationship, and so on. So are you, once you look at it within that context, ask yourself the question, am I living a life that is worth living? So that's essentially the book. So I'm looking forward to sharing it with the world out there.
That's really good. That's really good. And I like the concept of looking at, are you living a life that's worth living? Especially when you're looking at being a small business owner and digging into entrepreneurship because you're working so hard at building a thing, it sometimes it's easy to lose self
Yes,
in the process of building your business.
yes,
Even if within your business you're doing
yes,
everything right, the business is becoming successful year over year. It's very easy as a person to get lost in that process.
yes,
And so you've amassed this amazing success
yes,
in one area of your life,
yes, very much
and
so.
you're able to show up into rooms
Yes,
portraying the success,
yes,
but your life can be in shambles when
yes,
you go home.
yes,
You're going home to an empty house, or you're going home to an angry house
absolutely.
because you're not present, you're not there,
Yes,
you don't have time, you're not making yourself
yes,
available. And like you said, your health
yes,
itself, sometimes it's easy to let the going to the gym, making sure that you're getting your 10,000 steps a
yes,
day, making
yes,
sure that you're drinking enough water,
yes,
eating the right things. Those
yes.
late nights can end up with a lot of
Yeah,
DoorDash and a lot of fast
absolutely.
food. You start to consume things that you didn't think that you would previously be taking in
Yes,
because you're so focused on just the business, the business, the business.
yes,
And if
yes.
I could just hit this next
Yeah,
milestone, and you're not
that's
taking the proper rest for your body and taking the proper time for your family
yeah,
and all of those different things, that is a very important element to being an entrepreneur, a small business owner, being successful in business, and also being able to be here and be healthy so that you
yes,
can
yes,
sustain your business after
yes.
putting in all of this work.
Yeah, yeah. You know, you're absolutely right. You see, your passion and your purpose, it's always there, but it's been buried under the challenges, the weight of the pressure, and so on. So after a while, what happens is that some of the entrepreneurs they actually forget why they're in that business in the first place.
Mhm.
So getting them back into reconnecting with that, I find has been something very insightful for them. Huh?
Yes, very much so. And when you have to examine it from that lens, it does take us back to a bit of what you talked about in your best-selling book, getting back to that communication element.
Yes,
Because when we are communicating well with others as a business owner,
yes,
you also have to communicate well with yourself
yes,
so that you have that self-awareness, and so that you are a well-rounded business owner,
yes,
holistically. So when looking at the concepts from both of your books, they
yes,
actually work together.
yes, yes. Very
So
much so.
I would recommend for all of you guys, your book is available on Amazon.
Yeah, yeah. The Be a Leader of Significance is available on Amazon. Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
it's also an audio. Huh? It's also
on
there is an
Audible.
audio. Yeah, only
Okay.
audible. Yeah,
So for you guys, I would recommend, because of the way that the concepts connect, don't wait for the second book to drop. Go ahead and get that best selling book so that you can read up on that one or listen up on that concept, that set of concepts in the Be a Leader of Significance book. And you will be able to easily transition into the next book that's coming out here very soon, the Beyond Survival book, so that even if you aren't a business owner, these concepts can be transferable to looking at your personal life, personal relationships, and making sure that at all angles of being a person, living a life of significance, and making sure that you are impacting the world beyond just surviving, just being here, just taking up air and space, that you're able to apply these things to yourself, your relationships, and your family, your work environment, your social environment, so that you're able to create that positive impact.
Yeah, no, very much so. Very much so. Yeah, thank you.
So,
You said it well. Yes.
thank you, thank you. So let us know where can we find you on socials, your website, so that we can order the best-selling book,
Yes.
pre-order the next book, and where can we find you for the workshop?
Yes. Two things. My website is www.mosongo Moukwa, so my first and last name all in one .com.
Hmm.
So people can go there. There is a link there for the workshop. You click there, you can register, and so that's one. And I could also be reached via LinkedIn. LinkedIn. So Mosongo Moukwa. I think I'm the only one with that kind of a name there. So at least I've not find anybody with that name, but you never know. So Mosongo Moukwa, and then I'm also on Facebook. So
Okay.
those are the two places where I'm relatively active.
All right. As you guys know, you can find those links in the show notes below so that you're able to participate in that workshop, grab those books, and connect with Musango Mukwa so that you can get additional information on making sure that your business grows, saving your time, increasing your revenue, and making sure that you're able to have that well rounded, healthy communication, whether it is on the personal level, professional level, or within your business, so that you can become a better leader, leading your team and building your business. So,
Thank you.
thank you for coming on with us today. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure that you share this episode with someone who you know that it can help or someone who needs it and they just might not know it yet. And we thank you guys for tuning in with us for another Everybody Can't Go Combo.